Hey friends, this is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half acre homestead. I'm going to give you an update. What I want to say is thank you so very much for the outpouring of support I got. I had a rough couple of days, and I really love what I do for you guys. I mean, canning and gardening and animal husbandry and all this stuff and making your own medicines and all this stuff can be really trying physically. But you guys make it so much fun because I have friends to share it with. And that's why I do it. I enjoy your company so much. You guys feel like you say you feel like you're sitting in my kitchen when I do a video. Well, I'm not talking at the camera, folks. I'm talking to you because if you feel like you're sitting in my kitchen, well, I feel like you guys are in my kitchen too. And boy, oh boy, do I appreciate it. I'm leaving the other video up with me playing guitar. Ignore it. The only reason I'm leaving it up is because it's actually the only recording of me playing that song that I have. I recorded that song, I think, in 1983. I wrote it in 1982. I recorded it on demo on a 4-track in 1983. But I have no idea where the demo is, and it never went anywhere. I think my brother had a copy of it at one time, one of my brothers, but it's nowhere to be found. So I'm kind of leaving it on as like a copyright issue. Okay, you guys are witnesses. That's my music. Okay, and it's going to be pretty boring because that's pretty much the only song I'm ever going to use. So anyway, I'm going to get some canning done. Papa's out working in the barn because we have more meat bird chicks coming. Yay! Tomorrow. And my one laying hen that sat on the eggs, Nibs, abandoned her second nest. And Fluffy didn't abandon it, but she didn't really know what to do with it either. She just sat on it. She didn't move off to go poo or anything, so the eggs were a mess. And so I'm really grateful that we have 30 meat bird chicks coming tomorrow. Elvis and the girls are going to become canned chicken later on in the fall, and I don't know if I have a video on that. If not, I'll do one. And the meat birds obviously are going to go in the freezer, but I like canning the soup birds because they're tough. And rather than boil a soup, take a frozen laying hen out of the freezer and then boiling it down and making soup, I like to can it up, and then I've got a jar of meat and broth that I can just do whatever I want with. I can add rice or vegetables, or I can add vegetables and dumplings, and how it goes. You can thicken it up and put it in a pie. So that's what I'm planning to do. I've had several people ask for updates in the on the animals. My garden is a jungle now. I didn't want to pull too many weeds because every time I pulled weeds, I was pulling up the plant. The soil was so dry, the plants were coming up around them. Like my pepper plants and bean plants were coming right out of the ground when I pulled the weeds. So I figured I got them off to a good start, and I'm just going to let the weeds do their thing. As long as my plants are producing vegetables, then I'll leave it that, and we'll mow it all down in the fall. But yes, I am going to do a video update on the animals in the barn. Right now, Papa does not want to put any more chickens in that coop out back because it is on the edge of a ravine, and it's an open invitation for fishers and raccoons and stuff. So he's sectioning off the goat pen that Busy used to be in with when she had her babies. He's sectioning that off, and one section's going to be for the meat bird chicks, and they're going to go in their little brooder pool. And the other section's going to be for Nibs's babies that are running all over the barn because they have escaped. And I don't even know how old they are. I think they're about 4 weeks old or 5 weeks old, but they're running all over the place. So we have to kind of rein those guys in because that's my next generation of laying hens, and I only have 6 of them. I have Broody, who escaped the fisher because she was in the barn. And she's the one that Nancy gave me back thinking it was a rooster. But And it's amazing, you know, when you put, if you put little chicks in with older laying hens, the older laying hens will try and kill them. They, you know, they will try and put them in their place, but they'll do it nasty, and they've been known to kill them. But Broody, because Nancy raised her, is like a big sister. She's like, come on with me. And she clucks around. She's not a mother. She doesn't mother them, but she leads them all over the place. And they just follow her like she's the cat's meow. So Broody's going to be a laying hen for sure. And I think she will be a really good hatcher, a really good setting hen next year, because she's one of Nibs's babies. And hopefully out of the 6 that are running around out there in the barn with her, at least 4 of them hopefully are females. So I think they're all females, but we'll know more as they get bigger. And that's my next generation of laying hens. So Elvis is going to leave the building, so to speak, and so are the other girls, but not until probably October. What else? Oh, Michigan Snow Pony. My buck, my goat, Oli, stinks. Ooh, it's so strong. His smell is so strong. You can smell it as soon as you step out of the car in the driveway. And it coats your nasal passages and your tongue, and this horrible musky scent. But he's been making some pretty weird faces. You know,
what the kind of face is that?
those duck faces that, you know, he's making them.
Oh my goodness, Oli.
And I know he's ready. So hopefully in October, between October and December, Busy and both the girls are going to get bred. Now I know why people send their goats out to get bred, because the bucks stink. Ugh. Ugh. Anyway, so I will do a walkabout, and what started out, this video is actually supposed to be me saying thank you so very much, you guys. You know, you make my world a happier place, and you make my work fun. All right? You guys take care, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.